Everybody and welcome back. So I woke up today and it's a beautiful sunny day here in England, so I thought I'd film a spring makeup tutorial to put me in a really happy mood. So I'm actually only going to be using drugstore products as well for this tutorial so that you can easily get hold of them. So I hope you enjoy the look and let's get started. So we're going to start off with foundation, and I'm going to be using Bourjois Healthy Mix one, and I use the shade 51, which is light vanilla. I'm just going to pump a little bit onto the back of my hand. And what I really like about this foundation is that the coverage is buildable, so if you just want a nice light coverage for a springtime day like the look we're doing, then you don't have to go too crazy, but if you need a little bit more coverage then you can build it up. So I'm just going to use my Real Techniques brush and I'm just going to press it into the face where I need the coverage, so to cover any blemishes. And then once I've kind of got the coverage on, I'm just going to use circular motions to blend it out so that everything is nice and seamless. And then just make sure you bring a little bit down your neck so that you don't look like your head's attached to a different body. Okay, now if you have good skin you can leave it there, but I have a few blemishes I want to cover, so I'm going to go in with the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer, and I have it in the colour Fair, which is the lightest shade. So I'm just going to pop that on any blemishes and then a little bit underneath my eyes to brighten up under there. And then you can blend it in with your fingers, but I'm just going to use it's like a little contour brush just to work it in. And I like to use hold the end of the brush so that you're not sort of pulling away all of the concealer, and then just use a circular motion to buff it in. I've also just applied a little bit of the same concealer onto my lids because I don't have a eye primer that's from the drugstore, so I'm just working this in with the same brush I used for my concealer. And I actually normally use a little bit of concealer under the brows anyway because it highlights that area really nicely. So this will just mean that the eyeshadow sticks to my lids a bit better because mine are quite oily. Okay, so onto the eyes, and I'm going to take the colour Statuesque, which is from 17, and it's this really nice rosy goldy kind of colour, I think. And I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to apply a little bit onto the brush, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to really lightly give a wash of colour all over the lid. So I'm just going to work it through the crease as well, because I'm just going to use this one colour all over the lid. So sort of circular motions and windscreen wiper motions back and forth to work the colour in. Now you don't have to use the same shade all over your lids, you could just use any kind of neutral colour you like, just sort of one with a bit of shimmer or even a matte one if you prefer, but just give a wash of some kind of eyeshadow or colour all over your lids to start the eye look. Okay, now the fun bit of the start look, so we're going to add a pop of colour to the eyes, and so you can either do this with a coloured eyeliner like this one here. This is a Rimmel Scandaleyes one in the colour Bright Blue, and I really like this one. Or what you can do is just use one of the eyeshadows you already own. That's what I'm going to do today, and just use a liner brush with it instead. So this is the one I'm going to use. It's called Aqua Shimmer and it's Natural Collection. So just use any bright colour you like. I like turquoise for the summer. And I'm just going to use my liner brush, pack on some colour, and then tap off the excess because I don't want loads of, turquoise eyeshadow down my cheek. And I'm just going to apply it like I would a liner, staying quite close to the lash line, and then you can build it up as you like. Now if you're struggling to pick up enough pigment or colour from your eyeshadow, what you can do is just slightly dampen your liner brush, and you should find that you should be able to get more colour building up on your lid. Okay, so to finish off the eyes I'm just going to add a little bit of brown eyeliner into my waterline. This is the same as that Rimmel blue one I showed you, it's just the bronze version. So I'm just going to shut my eyes and then just run this along, and this will line my upper and lower waterline in one. If you prefer though, you could just leave the eye look there. Okay, and I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. I'm going to use a waterproof mascara. This is the Falsies one, which I love, because in springtime, you know, you don't know what you're going to be getting up to, and you might need a waterproof formula to keep your eyelashes looking lovely all day. So I just like to hold it at the root and then use a zigzag motion and pull it through the lashes. Okay, I'm just going to finish the face off. So we're just going to apply a little bit of powder. You can skip this if you want. I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte one in translucent. Just on a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to pop a little bit under my eyes to set the concealer there. And then just a little bit through my T-zone, because I want to leave the rest of my face looking quite fresh and dewy. This is for the spring. Then I'm just going to pop a little bit of a cream blush. This is a Max Factor Creamy Blush Miracle Touch in Soft Pink. I'm just going to use my finger, so I'm going to take my ring finger, just stab a little bit on, and then I'm just going to smile to find the apples of my cheeks, and then pat it in, and then work it back towards my hairline. Okay, then I'm just going to take a little bit of bronzer. This is the Rimmel Sun Bronzer. Again, just with a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to pop a little bit on, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to draw a number 3. So basically I'm just going to brush it through my temples, in the cheekbones, and then along the jawline. And this will just give you the hint that you've just caught the sun lightly, without looking orange. And just pop a little bit on my neck as well. Last but not least, lips, and I'm really excited to use this in a tutorial finally. This is Tanya Burr's lip gloss, and I'm going to be using the shade Picnic in the Park. Normally when I think of lip glosses I think of them as being quite sheer and something just to pop on top of a lipstick, but these are quite pigmented, so I'm going to use it just on its own. And the brushes are really amazing, so I'm just going to pop this on my lips. And Tanya's lip glosses and her nail varnish range definitely count as drugstore now, because you can get them in Superdrug, which is really, really exciting. And if you live elsewhere in the world though, you can order them online, and they ship internationally, which is great. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I think it's a really pretty and fun look to wear throughout spring and summer, and you can mix up the eye colour and stuff, you know, to make it look different. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, then subscribe so you can see more videos like this. And if you enjoyed it, then leave me a comment letting me know what you thought, and click the like button. That would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye! And welcome back. So today I'm finally getting around to doing my uni room tour. I'm just back here. It's currently the Easter holidays, but I'm back here for a couple of days to do some things before I go. So I only have 2 exams left. This year has flown by, so I thought I'd better show you around my room before I start taking things home, and there's nothing left to actually show you.